But what I wanted to know is if at any point along the way, your sort of constant interaction with the fans and moviegoers changes or enhances or affects the movie-making process.
I think it definitely does. I think it definitely affects it, especially with the superhero stuff where people are tracking it early on and they're watching it. Even Cowboys and Aliens being definitely not as having as big of an impact at the box office. There still was a dialogue and conversation, and between, it takes 2 years to make these movies, and so you show footage at Comic-Con, you release your trailer. Your trailer isn't just something that shows up at the movie theater, it's something that goes on, on Apple trailers, and it gets picked up by all the other websites, and then there's all sorts of conversation and comments and commentaries, and you're getting feedback early. And oddly, the movie-making process is more closely resembling the old TV model, where you make a pilot, because you never think of just making one movie, you always think of making a franchise if you succeed. And so you're getting feedback from the audience, sometimes before the first movie's even out, and people change the way they approach things, by what plays in the trailer, by what's different about your trailer than other trailers, what the market research is telling you about each trailer, and I can't tell you how many trailers you actually see cut. It's not like you're there alone cutting a trailer. Sometimes you have 4 or 5 different agencies recutting and cutting, testing, discussing with market research groups, and that's oftentimes why you find yourselves looking at trailers that bear very little resemblance to the film. And I don't know if that's good, because people say, oh, I want to see a movie about that, and I thought that movie might be about that, but I didn't like it as much when I found out what it was really about. And they'll change the whole marketing campaign to sell a movie that people want to see that you don't deliver. And I wonder if that's short-sighted, because you then alienate the audience of the people who really do want to see that movie. So marketing is definitely steering the ship in a big way, more so than ever, and it's really resembling politics, with polling and positioning a message and speaking to different core factions and making different segments of the audience show up opening day. If you get a certain amount of people going to that movie theater, you have a hit, and it's much like an election, where you just have to build that majority by appealing to each group separately. And and you see a lot of bleed over between Hollywood and what you might see on the West Wing.
What if anything,